Hello YouTube, I wanted to talk a little bit about quality of life in 5.0 Genshin Impact, starting from Sanctifying Elixir. This is the material through which you can craft artifacts. I wanted to show you what happens when you get to 100 here, which is the biggest plot twist of which I'm not too happy about. So you need to cap 100 here and you extract. You can extract only from artifacts that have been leveled up, and they should be 5 stars. So basically the 5 stars you are not using anymore, the ones you want to thrash, you throw into the Sanctifying Elixir. I rolled those, I don't really like them, so I'm going to extract them. It says you will gain 47 and save for the next extraction, so you don't get anything wasted. So the problem is that for each cycle, which is about as long as the battle pass, you can't do anything else. You're just stuck there and you need to wait 41 days. So you can have one from here, but not more. You can still keep your bad artifacts to do this again after, but you can't do anything else. When it comes to the battle pass, we have a fixed reward at level 26, which is another Sanctifying Elixir. So it means for each battle pass cycle, which is about 40 days, so almost as much as the cycle for the Sanctifying Elixir, we can get another one. So 2 each 40 days. Another interesting thing about the battle pass is that now you can change rewards. You can choose up to 3. So you need to basically decide the resource you don't want, which is very useful, especially for new players that don't have that kind of resources, or for players play a lot and build a lot of characters and are running short. Keep in mind that this seems to be fixed, so there are fixed resources you won't lose. Then of course it's on the paid battle pass, so you don't have a Sanctifying Elixir for free, sadly enough.
Where do you want to go next?
The other thing I wanted to tell you about Sanctifying Elixir is that when you craft, you need to go on this tab. You can choose from any kind of artifact and any kind of slot. Keep in mind that the cost doesn't depend on your affixes, which is very strange. If I affix crit rate and crit damage, the cost is still 1 for the flower, 1 for the plume, 2 for the sands, 4 for the goblet, and 3 for the circlet. It's the slot that defines how much it costs. I will show you if I decide crit rate with the substats of crit damage and energy recharge, the cost is still 3, and it doesn't change if I change my affixes. So that's a very steep cost, considering that you have a few artifacts and you don't really need the flower and the plume most of the time. I wouldn't roll for them because you can get a crit rate, crit damage one without much effort. You can do suns sometimes, but it doesn't really help much. The real good ones are, of course, the goblet is the best, and they know, and the crown. The goblet for the element is great, because now you can select, and at that point you can easily slot crit rate, crit damage. This is what most of players are going to do. So hopefully we're going to get the Sanctifying Essence from the events. I hope they will give us enough. A really good function though is that you can now localize the material you need for Ascensions, the common material. You can do that from going from characters most of the times, or a backpack, but I prefer doing this. You go on the character you want to level up. So let's say New Villette. Then you go on Ascend. You see you need the Lumitoir. You go to Collect, which is the new function, and it locates what you need. You will have an area that is dotted if the area is underground. Based on where the map is focused, you can see what's up and what's down, which is very useful. Then you can grab your material. You will have the area open up until there's still material you can collect that you need from your specific kind of resource. So I will collect the last Lumitoir I have in this circle, and as you can see, the circle disappears and locates the next part of the map I can go. So you always have 2 up. This is a great, huge, hyper incredible, lovely addition from my point of view, because I hated looking for this material on the interactive map every time. Now we have it in game, and it's great. You don't really need to make it mysterious, right? Now let's see in the event page what we have new. So the obvious one, which everyone will be happy about, is that we have a standard banner 5-star for free. This is great for new players that really wanted to start with characters they love. They can choose any. I will choose Dia because I don't have her, and I have all the others. But you can also do constellations, as you can see, and you can easily snipe a constellation 6 if you are building for it and you wanted to complete it. This will happen every year, so we are going to do that sooner or later. Then of course we have the new characters. I love Moalani, it feels very nice to play. I wasn't expecting much, but I realized the character is incredibly fun. We have a rerun of Kazuha, which is a great character to start playing the game and have nice elemental compositions, especially for the 4 stars. So I would suggest considering it if you're starting Genshin now, even if Moalani is a very strong main DPS, so if you have fun, it's fine as well. Then we have Kachina as a 4-star, very fun, and she has quality of life for Natlan, but keep in mind you can get a Kachina for free from the event that we have here.
I can join the
So you can
team.
get her 1 copy, of course, not more, for free from this event that is permanent. Lastly, you have 500 Primogems if you complete the main quest in 41 days, which is a decent amount of time. And keep in mind you can quick start. For instance, I haven't completed the Time still, and I can get there instantly, and if you're a new player you can do that as long as you have completed Liyue, I think. Another thing you have that is just quality of life is focus experience mode, so that you have the characters available for your quests. That can come in handy, and I would suggest to activate it. It's not crucial, current quest affected just 1, you confirm start and you start from there. I will show you how we do that. We enter the focus mode and we have the quest unlocked. You can easily teleport to it, even if I haven't touched Fontaine at all. You get here, you run to the new quest, which is on the Romaritime Harbor. You can jump down from here, full ride down possibly without splatting, and there it is, it's there. Get here, and magically I'm going away from Fontaine.
Wow, time flies! Just like that, it's time for us to embark on the next phase of our journey!
This is very nice for new players that want to experience something that other players are now experiencing, like the new region, and they can play the other regions after. And even for not new players that are coming back to Genshin Impact after a while, they are a little bit behind, but they want to experience new content with others, or they need to share new content for content creators and such. This is everything I wanted to share with you with the patch 5.0. I think the only underwhelming thing is the Sanctifying Essence. It's a little bit limited, maybe too limited for what I wanted to do. I expected it to be free to use if you sacrifice enough 5-star artifacts. That's not the case. But keep in mind, artifacts are not the key of the game. Very nice quality of life changes have been introduced, like for instance the ability of finding common material right on the map, free 5-stars for new players, and etc, etc. So also the new characters are very exploration focused, together with high DPS they guarantee, and it is very nice if you manage to pull one to live your experience in a more enjoyable way. So that's everything I wanted to say. I think patch 5.0 feels promising. I hope it is promising for you too. Good luck for your pulls and new characters, and have fun with Genshin Impact new chapter. This is Nero Atlas, signing out.